Hello there and welcome to the finale, the final episode of The Old Firm in England, where we're going to dissect Season 9 and Season 10 of Celtic and Rangers of Scotland, Glasgow, being in England, initially starting in the Premier League. So this is the Championship table in Season 9, and as you can see, Rangers finished in 15th, a position which is probably their average over the course of the last few seasons. Of course, they did start in the Premier League, they got relegated Season 1, and right the way up until now, they're still in the Championship, hovering about mid-table, twice being close to getting relegated. So 46 games, 14 wins, 15 draws, 17 losses, 48 goals scored, 58 goals conceded, and 57 points gained. Clearly above the relegation zone and not even close to the playoffs or even the top 8. A 15th place position. Let's see what transfers were made. Of course, as you know, they were spending around $3 million per season and taking in roughly the same. So they spent $2.35 million and they sold $5.26 million worth. Now, out of the players that came in, not very many of them are actually real players. Josh Murphy came in from Huddersfield, and down the bottom, Ryan Kent came in from Reading. I think out of those lot, they are the only real ones currently still in the game. As for players going out, Matty James, former Leicester, Jack Colback, former Newcastle, Rob Kiernan, currently at Rangers in real life, Danny Wilson, as he is the same, Ryan Fraser, former Aberdeen, also. I think Jordan Thompson, he was currently a Rangers player, former Manchester United. Ashley Westwood joined West Brom, and that is around it for the top half of the transfers. Have a quick look down the bottom to see if any more players got sold. Harley Dean, former Brentford, joined Peterborough, and that is about it regarding transfers for Season 9. So here we have it, guys, the final season of this experiment, Season 10, Rangers. After Season 1 in the Premier League, they were relegated comfortably. 9 seasons in the Championship, scraping relegation on 2 occasions by 1 point. This time, they've not done it. They've been relegated by 1 point. It went to deadline day, 46 games played, 10 wins, 17 draws, 19 losses, 58 goals scored, 77 conceded, 47 points gained. 2 wins at the end of the season was not enough to help them stay up. Disappointing, but at the end of this Old Firm in England, the blue half of Glasgow have been relegated to League One. Here are the transfers in the final season. Now, the only player I can recognise that was signed and is a real player is Jack Grimmer, former Aberdeen, coming in from Leeds, and Brandon Barker, former Man City, coming in from Brentford. The only ones going out that I know of are Darnell Furlong, former Celtic, and Andriva Novakovic going to Huddersfield, former Reading, and Jack Robinson, former Liverpool, current QPR player, going to Fenerbahce. As we know in the last episode, Ashley Young was the manager, and as expected, he left his role after less than a year, and Ian Durrant, who always has been there throughout the 10 seasons, has been there as a coach and to take over as the caretaker position manager when there's no manager. Gary Liddell come in, sacked after 297 days, and Chris Todd came in after Ian Durrant's short spell lasted 131 days and took over 23rd of December 2024, lasted 5 months to May, and got sacked, and he's seen his team go down and be relegated. Now, as you can see, throughout all these managerial takeovers, from Tim Sherwood to Wayne Rooney, Alan Pardew, Chris Powell, Steve Bruce, and of course Mark Warburton, only one cup was ever won, and that was by Steve Bruce. So that wraps up for Rangers, guys. Old Firm in England, the blue side, end up in League One after 10 seasons. Let's find out and see how the green half of Glasgow, Celtic, done. So here we are, guys, and in the last 5 seasons, Celtic have went from 10th to 9th to 14th to 12th, and spending on $150 million like a real Premier League team in that process. Here, currently, Season 9, this is their all-time high as it stands, 5th place and in Europe. 70 points gained, 20 wins, which is pretty good. 10 draws, 8 losses, 62 scored, and 45 conceded. Very, very impressive season for Celtic. And as usual, they almost touched the 200 million mark in 6 seasons. Celtic splash out 44 million on players. The real ones that you can see: Sapphire Taider from QPR, 2.2 million. Lewis Cook, the Leeds United player from Leicester, 7.5 million. And Juan Bernat from Bayern Munich for 6.75 million. Players coming out of the club and gaining 25.2 million into the club: Jean-Paul Botius, good player, on a free transfer. Domen Krinagoj to Fulham, 2.4 million. Kyle Walker-Peters, the current Tottenham player, not the Kyle Walker, Kyle Walker-Peters, to Wolves for 1.5 million. Rafik Zekini to Saint Etienne for 6.5 million. And other players going out were just regenerated players, so nothing else to see regarding Season 9. An all-time high as it stands, 5th place finish for Celtic. So there you have it, guys. Season 10 and Celtic have finished 8th, which is probably around about their average position. Now, 38 games played, 16 wins, 7 draws, 15 losses, 64 goals scored, 58 goals conceded, and 55 points gained. That's a pretty decent position. From going from 5th down to 8th, they kind of lost a bit of their grasp, a bit of their consistency, shall we say. That was a good position, 5th, and about 8th is about right, to be honest. That's probably their average position. Let's have a look at their final season transfers. And there might be the reason, guys, possibly why they may have slipped from 5th to 8th, because of spending 200 million in 6 seasons. This season they only spent 15.2 million, bringing in Ezequiel Pons from Roma and Raul Guedino from Newcastle United. Mohamed Benali is a regen from Anderlecht. Players going out, or real ones shall we say: Michael Keane, Robin Quaison, who they spent around 8-9 million on. Danny Welbeck to Toulouse, and Andy Najar to Hull. Ryan Christie goes to Fulham for 1.3 million. So there you have it, guys. After Celtic being relegated in Season 1 along with the Rangers, they bounced straight back, hiring Sam Allardyce after they sacked Ronnie Deila. Then John Collins taking over for 22 days. Sam Allardyce left the club in January 2017, and since 2017, for a total of 224 days, Zinedine Zidane took over. Unfortunately, no cup or league wins, 1 promotion, as you know about, but he's shown consistency, spent around 200 million, got them into Europe in a 5th place finish, and they've done quite well. So guys, this is the end of the Old Firm in England. You know, the Glasgow sides put from Scotland in England. It was probably a fancy idea many years ago here in Scotland. Not many went for it. Not many wanted it, but a lot felt they were too good for Scotland before what happened to Rangers. Now, we've done it for a bit of fun on Football Manager. Zinedine Zidane at Celtic for 8 years. Of course, Rangers, plenty of managers, including Wayne Rooney. Rangers down to League One. Celtic, a sustainable top 8 club in the Barclays Premier League with spending plenty of cash. What happens in the Premier League? And this has been a fun experiment to run, guys. This is the 3rd and final part. I hope you've enjoyed it. Give it a like. Stay subscribed. Get your friends to subscribe. And don't forget to check out the WizKids on all social media front. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon.